You don't have an inner child problem. You have an unhealed child running your adult life. And until she feels safe, you will keep sabotaging love, success, money, visibility, confidence, opportunities. It's not because you're lazy, it's not because you're blocked, but because a younger version of you is still trying to survive. By the end of this video, you are going to understand why you overthink everything, why you people please, why you shrink when it's your time to shine, and the real way to actually heal your inner child so you finally start moving forward. Not in theory, in real life. If you are rebuilding yourself, healing your self-worth, and learning how to feel safe being your next level, then this channel is for you. Keep watching. I'm not talking about this from a psychological textbook. I had to rebuild my identity from the ground up, and it wasn't fun. My health, my self-worth, my confidence, my money story, all of it. But I kept thinking to myself and asking, why do I know everything, but I'm not actually doing or taking action? It wasn't discipline or mindset. It was that little girl inside of me who learned that being unseen, needing things, and taking up space wasn't safe. This what changed everything for me. And that's what we're going to talk about in depth in this video. Your inner child is not in the past. She's actually running your present. You think your inner child is a memory, but actually your inner child is a nervous system pattern. Listen closely. She shows up when you are getting rejected from someone else, when you over-explain yourself, when you feel guilty for resting, when you're fully scared to be fully seen, when you chase love and validation from other people, when you feel behind in life. Familiar? All that is not your adult self. That's a younger version of you who's saying, if I don't do this, no one will love me. I won't be safe. You don't choose these behaviors. You adapt to survive emotionally. So ask her directly, when I get triggered like this, how old do I actually feel? It's rarely your current age. That awareness alone is powerful. And I will make sure to talk about awareness in other videos because awareness is so important when you want to manifest. The real reason why she hasn't healed yet. This is where inner child advice gets it wrong. They tell you journal, visualize, hug your inner child. But here's the truth. She doesn't need more love. She actually needs safety. Because back then, love was mixed with criticism, pressure, emotional inconsistency, feeling unseen, needing to be good, to be accepted. So now when life expands and opportunity comes, when love show up, your system goes, this feel unfamiliar. Unfamiliar equal unsafe. So you start self-sabotaging yourself. It's not because you don't want more. It's because your body learned that expansion equals danger. That's why healing your inner child means that you're healing your inner world. Actual inner child healing equals reparenting in real time. Healing isn't going backward. It's what you're actually doing when she gets activated. For example, you mess something up and you keep spiraling. I'm so dumb. Why I did this? That is not you talking. That's your younger version of you repeating what she once felt. The actual healing sounds like, hey, you're safe. Making mistakes doesn't mean that you are unlovable. This feels simple, but this is actually nervous system rewiring. Every time you respond differently than how she grew up, you create a different emotional memory. And that is healing, not dramatic, consistent. Because the number one drive for us is the emotion. And if you change your emotion, you start expanding. And when you start expanding, you start attracting. And when you start attracting, you're living your dream life. Your adult life can only expand once you feel safe. I want you to read this carefully. I will give you time. You cannot build confident, visible, abundant life on top of a child who feels unsafe of being seen. That's why you want success, but you fear responsibility. You want love, but you feel abandonment. You want money, but you fear losing it. Your inner child associate visibility equal judgment, success equal pressure, needs equal rejection. So she pulls you back towards what's familiar. The work is genuinely showing her, we're not there anymore. I got your back. This is where your life starts changing faster. The shift that changes everything. Stop asking, how do I become more confident? And start asking, what does she need right now to feel safe? Sometimes it's rest. Sometimes it's setting boundaries. Sometimes it's not forcing yourself to perform. Sometimes it's allowing joy without feeling guilt. Healing her isn't about becoming perfect for my perfectionists. It's about becoming a safe place for you, goddess. That's when confidence rises, self-sabotage drops, manifestation sticks finally, relationships feels calmer. You stop chasing and start receiving. I want you to pause for a second, okay? Let's pause and tell me, which one hits harder? Feeling unsafe being seen or feeling that you have to earn love? Tell me in the comments. I read them and I reply. Don't feel shy. If this opened your eyes and you're realizing that those patterns aren't just flaws, but unhealed safety response, then that's why I created Heal to Manifest. Because manifestation doesn't work long term unless your inner child feeling safe living in the reality you're asking her to be in. It's not a how to get what you want course. It's a bridge between survival mode and embodiment. Because you don't manifest from forcing, scripting, or being high vibe all the time. You manifest when your inner child is feeling safe. When you have a regulated nervous system. Your self-worth is stable and your identity is matching the life you're asking for. Inside Heal to Manifest, we actually work on what we talked about today. Healing those inner child wounds, rewiring your identity, and teaching your body that it's safe to receive love, success, relationship, visibility, peace, all of it. So you don't have to chase your manifestations anymore. You will just become the woman that actually receives everything she desires. If you feel that pull, the link is below. No pressure. Is just for the version of you who's ready to move from survival into embodiment. You were never too sensitive. You were just a child who was trying to survive emotionally. And now it's time for you to give her or to give him what she didn't or he didn't get before. And that is power, goddess. If this helped you see yourself differently, like, subscribe, and watch my next videos. You're not behind, you're healing, and that changes everything.